Okay, I want to welcome everyone. This is Jackie Geisinger, and I want to say a great big happy birthday, Jafra. Happy 61. This is going to be fun. What makes Jafra fun is when you're meeting new people, sponsoring new consultants, having fresh new clients and parties, and most importantly, inviting new leaders to your district. So this is a year that we are going to make it fun. And it really, truly is all about you. So as we focus on 61, I have some very, very clear goals for our region this year. So I want to share those with you first, and I want to share a little bit of a story in what I've observed and why I've set a very clear purpose to our 61st year together. First and most importantly, I do want to say a great big thank you to Jan and Frank and to all of our leaders who have gone before us, who have been a part of leaving a legacy of 61 years behind for all of us to continue to grow our Jafra business. So I want to say thank you. In honor of all of them and Jan and Frank, this is a gift that I was given by Melanie Montgomery. So this is just a great big toast to all of them who built the Jafra company and left us with this legacy to leave another legacy behind us. So cheers to all of you no longer with us in Jafra. And I just want to say thank you for all that we've done so far to get to 61. For me personally, because I love to share a little bit of stories, I can tell you I will be celebrating in a couple of weeks 36 years. I've spent 19 years in the field. I'm hitting year number 16, 17 already. I'm almost 18 in the field. And I remember one thing, and the only reason I'm sharing this is I remember starting when I was 18, and I thought, wow, I want to do this the rest of my life. Then I remember becoming a regional, and I remember saying, you know what, I am going here to show people the power of being a district director, the joy of what it's like to look in a room and see tables full of leaders who have made changes in their life. I came here as well with a couple of visions. My goal was to be one of the very few ever in the industry who spent as many years in the field as they did on the corporate side, and being a balance of knowing each side of the coin and always knowing that any decisions I make or we do as a company is always putting the field first and knowing I've walked in your shoes. What I'm most proud of is I'm almost balanced. Yay!
Yay.
So I'm getting close to 19 plus 19. So I look forward to that over the next couple of years. But I also remember saying one thing to myself. Wouldn't it be really cool to do one thing for 50 years? Which I never heard people when I was 18 who did that. Maybe my grandparents were getting close, but I'm really excited because I truly from my heart know that some of you have already celebrated 50 years. Some of you are getting close to it, but I feel so fortunate to know that I want to spend 50 total years doing Jafra. And that's the best part of being in a company like this, that wow, what a great celebration. So how long and what are your milestones? I challenge you to really think about what is 61 for you and what's going to make it fun. What is going to make this a pivotal year? In our region, you know what? I know we've got the whole general market, the English market. We all wanted to come back together this year, and we did. But we didn't come here just to stay friends and have fun. We came here to make a difference. So I have the whole U.S., we have the whole U.S., and you know what, ladies? It is our time. This is a year that we're going to have more celebration than we've seen in the general market in 15 years. That I am committed to. And when I say celebration, I know one thing. I've sat on this side for 17 years. I also, as you know, built in the field building districts. But I will tell you there's something missing. What's missing is what causes fun. The funnest way to build this business is keeping it simple and seeing the most amount of people possible. I watch you when you go to a conference. I watch you when you go to a Believe tour. It's when we're all filled in a room is when the joy happens in this job, in this business, in this industry, in this YAB. You know, we are all about, there's a missing point of joy. We need many new managers. We need stages full of district directors. We need to see you have commas in your paychecks and more zeros. You know why we need it? Because you deserve it. We're going to get back to the things that build more people. You cannot grow a company by Deanna giving us more product, Diana. You cannot grow a company by some magical promotion. Even if they gave us $8,500, it wouldn't grow the company. It wouldn't even be a Mercedes-Benz. People, making a difference in people's lives is all I know that we can give back together to everyone who helped us have a difference in our life. So Jan, take our mission. We are on a mission in the general market, the Amber region. I have a mission to see us achieve strong goals, and I challenge you to set some really big, strong stretch goals in your branch, your district, and within yourself. We are going to see 61 new and renewed managers this anniversary season. I'm not losing focus on that. That will give them something to talk about. I want you to take a look when you go to Jafra Biz and you see numbers, number of orders to place, goal numbers for sponsoring. Please don't just look at those and toss them aside. We grow Jafra Cosmetics, not Paulo, not Scott, not Forvert having to give us more money because we're not meeting our numbers. This is a year to make commitments, to say, yes, we can. And it's a we, not an I. This is all about each and every one of us doing all we can to reach the number of orders that Jafra needs for us to start having growth in the general market, Hispanic market, Jafra Team USA. We're all one. We want to be the country that gets talked about. It's reaching those number of orders in your branch and district. Reach down. You're the cascade down to your managers and consultants. Reach for those sponsoring goals, and let's bring on 61 new managers. That's what we're going to stay focused on every quarter. That's the best gift I can pay forward to Jan and her beautiful husband, Frank, and to all the leaders who have gone before us. So most importantly, let's pay attention to what's right in front of us and make differences together today. So 61 is about turning this around. I don't know about you, but I want to see the general market being talked about. What are they doing? What is happening? You are the game changer. You are the momentum setters. We can do this together. We have the best team spirit I've ever seen in this market. And you know what? It is time to get this party started. I want you to think who you know all over the U.S. And let's start asking who they know that would love to open a business out there in Pennsylvania. Or if you want a franchise because you want to build a team out there in Idaho. Ladies, we have 250 leaders in the whole United States. When I started as a regional, I had over 300 just in the East Coast. Let's build it back and build it better. I've never seen so much already made in a toolkit for you, so you have less time. You don't have to make a 99-page manual like I did and sell it to everybody at cost so that we could all build this business. It's all done for you. Make it fun. Make it simple. I want you to work less and make more. And the only way you do that is using the systems and tools in place and meeting more people. And I do believe what I've seen in my time here is if we went back to partying and doing parties, the business would be much faster and much simpler. If we sponsored every week and just gave people the chance to have a business and see if it's a fit for them, and if we invited every person without judgment to be a leader and to build a team, and so they can maximize their hours for more income, that 10% on every consultant's clients does matter. So from my heart, I give gratitude for being here for 60 years. But if I feel this grateful, it's up to all of us to just give it away. So I want you to just take a moment and think about in 61 years, however many of those years you've been here, what are you most grateful for? I'm grateful because Jafra made me the best me. Jafra taught my kids how to be the best adults. Jafra has kept my spirit alive and happy, smiling, and always wanting to grow and be better. That's what we get to give away. So let's do it. Are you all in and ready to give them something to talk about with the general market amber region? Well, I am. I hope you're ready, because I'm not turning back. We are having no more down. We are only going up, and it starts now. Month 1 of 61 years. Write down your commitment. We're going to focus on that today. I want to make sure that every leader in the amber region is clear on communication. We've set up structure, but you've got to be plugged in. We need every leader, whether you want to accelerate as an A person, you want to build and have some growth as a B leader, or C, you're complacent, you're happy, you're content, whatever you call that, awesome. But you got to stay in the know and the now. So how do you do that? You have my cell phone on the screen. You have my email. You have Facebook. You've got to be on Facebook to stay in the loop. I can't be emailing constantly. That will be my last form of email. So please reach out to every leader in your downline or a peer. Make sure they're on our Jafra Amber Region Leader Team. Plug your Amber Region consultants in as well. Please, please, this is our place for #1 priority communication. We will always be on Zoom, and I am going to ask you, when you come on to Zoom, please try to be on camera. Best to not multitask when you only have an hour here and there for coaching and training. Try to be on camera because it's interaction. And make sure you've got it on your phone, your tablet, and your computer. If you do not have a camera or a microphone, please go buy it. It's the best investment in your business. This is time to rock and roll. Make sure you also download WhatsApp. That is where the leaders share, network, support each other, and again, another top channel of communication. And don't miss out on every Monday. Every Monday night, again, we'll talk about it in a minute, we've got support. We've got places for you to plug people in. No longer do you have to do all your new consultant training. It's on Beautiful. No longer do you have to do all this product training if you want to just plug them in. No longer do you even need an opportunity call each week. You can plug them in on Mondays. And I'm even supporting you because of my passion and purpose to help coach your future managers so they're promoting up every 30 or 60 days. This is a system in this region built for the goals that we talked about. So that being said, let me review what you've got in place for structure. First, we've got the Freedom Makers team. Every Monday night, this is future managers. Please, if you're coming to the opportunity call that we do together on Zoom with Scott, don't come without consultants, potential consultants. You're the leader. Do you have any guests on? If not, why not? The more you model, the more they mock you or duplicate you. So start setting goals. How many potential consultants will you bring at 5 o'clock? At 5:30, those potential consultants and consultants can come on and learn product training of the week. Every week it rotates from our departments. We have skincare, color care, spa, and fragrance. We need leaders to volunteer. Lori and I don't want to go begging. Reach down. If you even have great consultants who are great at a particular product, please plug them in. But Lori and I set all of our Mondays aside to help. We need you to help back if you would, please. Number 6, at 6 o'clock, sorry, this is all Pacific time. This is where anyone promoting during August or September plugs in. Please call them and make sure they join. I am texting them, I am doing recorded calls, but they're your team. I'm just there to give them a place to feel connected to the company. Leaders are welcome on those calls as well. But you are the ones that plug people in. So I don't want them to have me as their leader. So please, please reach out and let's make Mondays all about Move It Up Monday and Move It Monday. That is what we've got together. So to match my goals and dreams that I know we're going to achieve, I have one focus. I will never forget what becoming a district director meant for me. Personally, financially, emotionally. I can tell you it is a day changer. It is a life changer. And when I promoted district directors, There is something that I can't describe to you. Ladies, go buy your red dresses. Start changing your vision. Don't let anything stop you. You deserve to be wearing red. If you wore red before, get it back on your body. Yeah, our bodies all change, right? But get a new dress. It's time. It is your time. And stop waiting for it to happen. Next year at Light Your Way, we may not have first-time new district directors this year, but we will next year. We have 1 year, ladies, to make a change in this market. We have less than double-digit district directors in this company. Many of us, I was on the verge of having almost 10 in my district popping. That's what we need, is the United States with red dresses. I want you to picture a national conference next year. It is going to be filled with comeback red dresses and first-time red dresses. I'm not changing my vision. It is what I saw when I was the district director and my team, and it's the reason I came here to be your regional. So ladies, vision it with me. You deserve it. Let's walk the red carpet together. That's what you all deserve, and that's what we need to mentor to the millennials and the next generation of Jafra. Set your sight. Therefore, I have 2 different teams. I work with Team Tuesdays now. This is where you get networking, coaching, and sometimes training when you need it. This is where we're going to develop leaders and sponsoring focus only. We are going to do this. We have it every Tuesday, 8 a.m. Pacific on Zoom for the Red Dress Rescue Squad. This is for the current and former district directors. And the Red Dress Reveal. They're 2 separate groups, not to be intertwined, because it's for the first time ever district directors. So I just want to say, plug in, get your dress, and get ready for a year of making momentum change. So I want to have some fun, and I'm just going to gather what I've gathered throughout the last week or 2 from all of your ideas. How are you celebrating 61? And then I'm going to come back and open up the cameras for share time really quick. It is 61. I want you to talk about this with everyone. Be really proud. Make birthday hats. Never leave your house without a birthday hat, a blower, a button that says 61, something crazy. Because a company being 61 years in direct sales is almost unheard of. I only know of less than a handful. And actually with Forbrick, we're over 130 years old. But you got to celebrate this. I call this anniversary season. It's August and September when you front load your parties, you front load your sponsors, and you start promoting branches, because we're going to max out the holiday income, which is peaking during September is the warm up. It gets higher and higher October, November, December. Don't leave that on the table. That is income and natural progression of growth without working harder. So this is about now. This is about fast. So these are some of the ideas. I want you to write down thoughts. How are you going to celebrate clients? And this is a plethora of all of you. So forgive me if I don't give honor to names. I'm just going to toss them out. With clients, we talked about with a $61 order, you can get 1 item at half price or 1 item at 60% off. When you give 3 referrals that buy, book, or join, you get a $61 gift certificate. You can do this all year round. Imagine a party with 10 $61 orders. This is really fun to do, and it's a story opener. Did you know we're 61 years old? So to honor that throughout the year, blah, blah, blah. This is something that someone came up with yesterday. With every $61 order this month, they're going to do a drawing for a free business kit. Would you be interested in entering? That's how you qualify who might want to look at the business. So again, great ideas with your clients. With your hostesses, $61 in outside orders, get a free business kit. Hey, the kit's 19. She just made 30 bucks for you. Why not? Let her start her business that way. This was from Andy and Mary. They're doing book hostesses or hostesses on the go, or the no-show hostess, you can call this, where they're giving books and samples to people, and they're doing they collect 12 $61 orders, and the hostess gets a $61 gift certificate, her free royal jelly of her choice, and all of the order people with 61 or more go into a drawing for a free royal jelly as well. Just imagine that's over $700 in orders. What a great sponsoring opportunity as well. You could celebrate your hostess with $610 in sales. Give her a bonus gift. I think it was BJ who said double hostess, or the hostess gets double hostess royal jelly during the 61st anniversary season. Or a $61 gift certificate when you make phone calls today to the first 4 who are just going to host a birthday party. Instead of saying, do you want to book a party? Just say, I'm looking for 4 birthday party hostesses. We're going to have so much fun. If you book them in the next 2 weeks, the first 4 get a $61 bonus gift certificate. So again, a great way to get birthday parties on your calendar. And I think it was Gina talking about hosting birthday bingos this month. For all of our clients, for consultants, they get a $10 gift certificate for each friend they bring along, and the prize will be a $10 gift card, everyone who wins a bingo. And you can, again, do great sales, sponsoring, do little commercials in between your games on the 4 departments and the opportunity. With your branch and district, how are you going to recognize and celebrate during August and September? So maybe you could do things like every consultant with $610 paid retail. It's above the norm, right? Or $561 paid retail. You could also do with your branches and give your team branch goals, $6,100 team paid retail. Or if that's too high, $4,061 team paid retail. Then do celebration with your district and give your leaders challenges as well, personal and branch. How about something in your branch for every consultant who does either 6 parties or facials and 1 sponsor this month? How about 61 contacts? Do drawings when your team reaches the number of orders, dollar sales, new branches, and of course, sponsoring for the month. And again, you could have so much fun with branch and district sponsors. Keep this fun and keep 61 being fun. That's up to you through expectations with recognition. So I want to stop talking. That's really my heartfelt story today. We're going to come back with more shares, but I want to just come back out there. I'm going to open this up, and you can raise your hand so we know to unmute you in case you're muted, or just unmute yourself and share. Is there anything else you're doing to celebrate 61? Go ahead, Cheryl.
We are doing Take Me Away Thursdays every night at my home, and inviting people to come and celebrate the anniversary for, just for fun and giving away. I went through and just pulled out a ton of memorabilia things, and we have 3 different levels of gifts that people can get for whatever size order they do and whether or not they schedule a party or become a consultant or do whatever. So everybody walks away with some extra Jafra gift as well as fun. Last week we did skincare. Tomorrow night we're doing spa. The week after that's color. Then we're doing microdermabrasion. Then back to skincare. And the first Thursday in September we're doing fragrance. So we've had really good response, and it's been a good entree, as you say, just when I'm out and about networking to invite people to come. And Monday night, got 2 more people to come that are just brand new people that I've never met before. So it's working well, and I've got one of my consultants working with me, which makes it tons of fun. So
awesome. Excellent, very good. And I know, Lori, you're also hosting weekly. So Lori, you want to just share what you're doing with your team? Can't hear you.
I'm double muting on this thing. Anyway, we have a really inexpensive hotel room we found. And because my home's not set up for having people over. So that wasn't an option, and I've been kind of frustrated with that. But I found this place nearby. And so what we're doing is Thursday nights, we can get the room for 4 hours for $60. So at 5:30, we do set up with consultants, and then it's from 6 to 6:45 is what I said. It's new consultant training and prospect. So it's like an opportunity meeting if they have any prospects, and then they can hang out for the training if they find out how to do the business, or if we have a whole bunch of prospects, we would just focus 100% on their questions. I kind of set it up as a Q&A for the business if they're interested. And then at 7, it's ladies' night every Thursday night. So and I know I'm going to focus on a different product every week. So I'm calling it a product experiences rather than demos. And because I like that word better, I think it sounds better for some reason, because I want them to think of it that way. So product experience, and I said a couple other things I can't remember, but the idea is to have a place for my girls who don't know how to do a party or who are nervous about doing a party to be able to invite their hostess and their hostess's guests, and we'll do giveaways. I think depending on how the girls pitch in, the $61 giveaway, I'd like to do a drawing, at least once a month for all the guests that come for $61. I was going to do weekly, but that's pretty expensive. So, but then we'll do door prizes, and of course, bring 3, get something free. So we'll do that. And then if, for myself, and whoever, the girls can do this too, but if anybody this month orders $61 or more, they're going to get a free gift worth $15 or more. So basically what that is rather than lock myself into a certain product that I'm giving away, it's whatever I have on my shelf that's worth $15 that I've gotten for free or discounted or whatever. So it doesn't cost me a whole bunch of money, but it's a value to them. And it's like to get them up to that level of at least 61. And I'm hoping that they'll do more, because they'll be starting to shop for 61 and they'll start adding more. So that's kind of my 2 focuses, I guess. And then I'm just totally focused on Move It Monday. I opened my mouth and said I was sponsoring 10 this month. So now I have to back that up. And I have 2 so far. So yeah, that's my focus.
Excellent. And I want to just say this to all of you. Sometimes I know you're out looking at meeting rooms. Don't look for meeting rooms. The funny thing is you can't afford meeting rooms many times, right? If you are, you'd have to be in like a VFW, maybe a Legion, a school, a church. But find, or maybe a Panera, right? Or a pizza place where they at least require you to eat, which is fine too, and make everybody buy their own. But these hotel lobbies are amazing. And so, start looking into different places like that. Even actually, tomorrow night when I'm out in Brookfield, they goofed and overbooked my hotel rooms. And so they're actually giving us this entire lower level of the lobby to use, and we're going to have 20, 25 people there. So again, they like people coming into those hotels. So keep looking around. If you feel stuck or cost is a variable, don't make it that, because having a neutral place to invite people every week is the best way to build. So thank you so much for sharing, ladies. I love it. I appreciate that. Let me just see. Susan Nichols, do I still have you? Where did she go? Are you with me, Susan?
Shafika also posted just now that they do their meetings at IHOP for free. So that's
love that too. Thank you, Shafika. That is so true. So cool. I was just going to have Susan talk Hawaii. Okay, I lost her. Oh, well. So anyway, absolutely thank you for that. Is there anyone else that has a share? And then we're going to go back to the to our program. If I don't have Susan here, I'll plug her in later. So anyone else that has something to share how they're doing 61?
Jackie?
Yeah,
I shared yesterday as far as how I sent a email out to all my clients. I have it in Consultant Connection, telling about this is Jafra's birthday month, and I do it annually every year for the whatever number anniversary is. I challenge myself to do that many pamper sessions or whatever. And of course, once I get them as an appointment, I talk to them about the opportunity as far as well here. So I just sent an email out to all of my groups I had in Consultant Connection of clients, saying that that was my goal. And I put in the email the different types of things that they can have: Flip Flop Friday, Royal Jelly skincare color party, pop of color, and then the first thing I put was a debt-free party also too here and stuff. So I've had parties scheduled. I've had a good response to that. People have been calling me and saying, I got 2 parties scheduled this weekend, but they've called and say, hey, can we bring 2 or 3 girlfriends? We definitely want to help out, and I need a stress relief and everything because I I word it like, it's about time for your self-care party here and everything. So they have been responsive with, with parties booked, and a woman belongs to a church, so she wants to have me come to her church and do something for the women at her church there and everything. But I've gotten good response from it so far here.
I love that. I'm sorry, I forgot that. That is so amazing. Give yourself the challenge for 61 facials, literally putting the product on 61 people. I remember years off and on, I was coaching Shafika, and I could go back. I remember one of the years we were coaching Pretty Strong together when I had the East Coast, and she tracks it. She literally would come in and say, from my 61 facials, I literally had, and I remember she had 10 sponsors from it. And from those 10, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember which leader, but one ended up promoting months later. But you had sales, your calendar was at its peak. And so every year that's her boost off to a next year. And it does work. And to tell people that's what you're doing is what's awesome. There's something else I love that Shafika said. Ladies, this is a big trend still. But she said some magic words. And I challenge you to think about this. Doing pop-up parties. That is huge, by the way. It's so funny. I've just been reading some articles on it again, pop-up boutiques, pop-up this and that, right? Think about doing, I talked about this in the summer about pop-up, skincare stations, but I didn't use the pop-up, so I'm glad you brought it back. I think I called it education stations, right? But going through businesses and doing pop-up birthday parties all year round, oh my gosh. It works. They love things like that you're going to do a pop-up, spa treatment or beauty treatment in a business. Each week you're picking one or two to just get exposure for your business. But again, to be able to do it on Facebook and tell your advertising where you're doing your pop-up party this week. You can do that on Twitter. You can do it on Instagram. You can do it on Facebook. Ladies, it works. It rocks. I watch people who do that with different direct selling companies. It is a hot thing to do. So put that in the back of your head. I love it. I love it. I love it. So great thoughts. So thank you. And I see Miss Susan. Thank you so much for sharing. I want to turn this into a little bit about what makes 50 amazing, or 50. I can't talk. 61 amazing. Forgive me. And that is that we just celebrated our 61st anniversary in Hawaii. And I know she's in her car driving, so we can't necessarily quite see her. We see her dashboard, but that's okay. So I really wanted to say, oh, there she is, beautiful. I wanted to say a great big congratulations to all of our Hawaii 5-0ers who went, and there were 5 of them. We'll show their picture in a minute. But since she's sitting here right here, oh my gosh, I am so proud to have her live with us today to just share with us the experience of Hawaii first. Susan Nichols, congratulations, and how the heck was Hawaii?
Oh my gosh, thanks Jackie so much for having me share. It was absolutely fabulous. I have never been treated so royally as we were last week at Jafra. Oh my gosh. And when you were talking about the red dress reveal and the red carpet, it just was fabulous because they threw a red carpet down for us to walk into the Iolana Palace. And it just is like a memory that will just be something to think about when I'm wearing my red dress because it is awesome. You ladies have to be there and just don't give up. There were times when all of us wanted to give up, but we didn't. And I'm telling you, the teamwork that Michelle and I did together, we may not have talked all the time, but we knew we could depend on each other. And then all the rest of you on Zoom and everything. We couldn't have done it without that sharing. And it's all the teamwork and the team that I have built. And the qualifications for the trip were hard, but you know what? If they weren't hard, we would not have grown. I'm telling you, it is awesome. So don't be complaining about, oh gosh, the trip's too hard. Be complaining about I wasn't there. So anyway, you can tell that I'm very passionate. Right? I mean, all the food. I mean, I ate my way through Hawaii, literally. Every time we had a cocktail party on top of the 19th floor of this hotel overlooking Hawaii. It was like the Space Needle. Anyway, it was the best. All the and for us 5 general market ladies, we had our own bus. They had a bus for 20 people, and they took us everywhere. So we were like our own elite little group, and we were saying, "Ooh, we feel kind of bad that we're doing this," but then we didn't feel bad anymore. It was fine. and they reserved tables for us. So that the 5 of us could sit together, and then other company people would sit with us, or whomever else, that needed a place to sit. But, the entertainment, fabulous. We learned how to do the hula to the hukilau, and we were standing in water at that pool, the little wading pool. Oh my gosh, it just goes on and on and on. Everything wonderful. We toured the Missouri. We went to the Waimea Falls, saw all the exotic plants in bloom. Oh my gosh. It was just the best. Made so many new friends, everything.
Well, congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing. The key is, it may be tough. It's always going to be tough, but the key is that you just didn't quit. And believe me, I saw your phone calls coming in. You were close many, many times, but you decided and dug deep and made the commitment, and actually, really, really, truly, I have heard it's the best trip ever. And I know sometimes we say that, but Vicki Hacking even said, "Jackie, I'm not kidding. There's never been anything like this." And our goal is to really make these trips boutique-like, where they're just extraordinary. It's something you could never give yourself. And so, Susan, thank you for being a representative of all of us. I have the commitment that next year, will there be more than 5 ladies?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we are going to fill the bus that you sat on. And so we're going to get some early bird strategies next year. But thank you so much, and thank you for sharing today. Safe driving. Okay, bye, Susan. Thank you. Bye. All right, ladies, I'm going to take us back because we've got some more recognition and such that we're going to share today. So let me get back to my slideshow. Forgive me. Resume. Here we go. So I want you to make sure you take your pause moments to think about, how am I going to celebrate during this anniversary season with my clients, my hostesses, with parties, with my branch and my district. Very important. So again, Jeffra's going to celebrate you. Oh my gosh, you guys, look, hang on. I just got it last night. So this tote, look how big this is. It's ginormous. It's like bigger than it's like this wide. It's the best bag ever. Oh my gosh, I love it. And it's beautiful. It's purple. And then, of course, the wonderful Jeffra wallet that matches it. Jeffra forgot to put my $100 in there, though. I'm a little sad. I wrote to Scott and Ivan and said, "Where's the 100?" But just saying. So you've only got this month to have those amazing gifts. And the key right now for you is you plus who will be earning this. Leadership is you modeling and who's doing it with you. You do it and you develop people. So again, the third is the unlimited $100 bills. We keep stretching this out because we want to keep more money on the table for your consultants. This is the month to do it completely different. Do the kickoff month to 61 in a big way. So you get your 3 and find someone to do their 3. They deserve to have all 3 gifts. The key is sponsor earlier versus later, ladies, because you want to help them get to their 500. Not everyone will be able to invest in the kit and the $265 cost of the birthday pack. So you want to have a way to help them have a few days to either toss a party together, do a pop-up party at their workplace, or be able to take some samples and books alongside them to build their income to get the birthday pack. But I think our favorite gift has been the birthday pack. These are great products. You can have unlimited with this pack Oh my gosh, what an opportunity for huge profit and really the best sponsoring gift. I know earlier before we recorded, we said this is our favorite. This is our favorite. That $19 kit with this birthday pack, to me, gives you the perfect business kit, and have them sponsor one to get the bag to be their actual business kit. This is where they put the birthday pack and the kit. As soon as they sponsor and get to that $500 consultant, they have their business bag and they've got all the products. This is rock star. Oh my gosh, that's even better than the Royal Jelly business kit. So again, it's retail, you get commission, they get right into their Fast Start program. They're already at 500, so this is the perfect way to sponsor and show people how to sponsor. That's our best happy birthday. And don't forget, we continued one more month. 600 retail for your beauty fans and preferred customers in the loyalty program will be at 50%. As you teach your consultants the loyalty program, I keep hearing this. I really have been reflecting, what are some missing gaps that we really get stuck on? And I can say this, when you talk about loyalty, you got to keep it simple. It really is about, as long as you place an order every other month, you will always have the opportunity to be at 50%. If you don't want to leave perks behind and you want to double the perks, place an order any size every single month, right? So as you start with those new consultants and work with the past consultants over the last couple of years who are in the loyalty, keep it simple so that you don't have to explain this chart and all the perks. Just show them the perks, go from 1 to 2 and more. So again, keep it simple. I forgot something. Remember this birthday pack? This is the beautiful pin. Lori and I were just talking about pins. This is one of my favorites. This pin, it sparkles. It says, "Happy birthday, Jafra." What a great conversation opener. You get this in every one of those birthday packs. Here's what the rush is. The free shipping is only August 1st to the 20th. So make a goal to get all your sponsoring done with the birthday pack by the 20th. That is really key because that shipping really adds up. So what a great opportunity. I'm going to just go through more celebration gifts before we go into celebrating recognition from July. The most important bonus you have on the table, the richest thing I've seen since, I don't even know, maybe 20 years, has been the branch promotion bonuses. I took the 2 months away because if you didn't promote someone in July or qualify someone for August 1st, that money's gone. And to my knowledge, I don't think we have anyone. So here's the magic to this. When someone qualifies in August and they maintain their team every single month through February, you have $1,200 for that person. Ladies, you've got to taste that income you're leaving on the table. What if you had 2 this month? That's a $2,400 accumulative bonus, and you get it monthly. You break it down monthly to $200 a month. $400 the first month, $200 the next month. I'm not going to explain the program. What you got to see is what that money can be for you and your family. You have to be on a fast mission to look for people who want to be a team builder, who want to open up the fall and holiday season, making the most money, 50% and 10% starting with your first 4 and doing parties weekly. Pop-up parties to parties everywhere. Parties on the go, parties with no show. This is it. That is how we built. That's how we were taught to build. That's the best use of your time and money. If you promote someone in September, that's an October 1st promotion. There's still $1,000. Mark your paycheck. You are in control of your income. If you don't have people in your team that want it, get out every day until you find the people that do. Stop waiting. There's no wait sign at the corner. This is about being in control of the income you deserve. So mark every month how many promotions you're going to have and add up those bonuses. That's what's magical. That's what that fun playboard is of life. That's what you can control. Make a difference in your family's life by making a difference in someone else's. Plus, if you are consistent, you didn't do 7 in a row, that's gone. 6, gone, but you have 5 months. We're now at the 5-month mark. If you had one every single month, and that was the only thing you focused on, your one big thing, you'd have an $1,100 cash bonus in February. Or do 4. If you need this month to get warmed up and get yourself rallied, then take $900. After that, that's over. So this is it. This is your time. Don't wait for time. Make the best use of your time. So again, want to pause. We're going to do some recognition and then get ready because you're going to make an action plan when we leave today. But I want to celebrate all of our Hawaii 5-0s, from Susan Nichols, who we heard about right there in the center, to her right, Michelle Ainsworth, next to Scott, and on the other side is Vicki Hacking. Moving over to our left, our tall, beautiful Shirley Parker, and next to her from Michigan as well, Cecilia Pope. So congratulations on representing Amber Region General Market and for enjoying what you deserve. So we're going to take a pause and take a look at July. Here we go. We're going to do just some fast recognition. As you know, I will piece the newsletter together and post it for y'all. But we have our welcome back leaders, Mary Day, promoted by Eileen Ellsworth, Bernice Cotton, promoted by Jan Iverson. Yay, Jan, she did it. We're so excited, Bernice. Nice to have you back. Gigi Gonzalez or Gloria Gonzalez by Norlene Wilcox. So congratulations, Norlene moved up a level to DM1 with that promotion. So we say welcome back. I'm not reading all the names, but I love you to have a chance to look at the names. I'm just going to read our tops in personal sales during the month of July. Starting with a consultant from Massachusetts at number 3, Deborah Hooper with $27.79 in sales. Next, District Manager Janet Zanini from New Hampshire with over $2,800, and number 1 manager from Ohio, Linda Hartley, with over $5,000. You can see lots of consultants mixed in this mix of over $1,600 in the month. So that is a really nice balance of leaders and consultants. Just think they're leaving 10% of their own sales on the table by not being a manager. So if you have strong consultants reaching $500 to $1,000 or more in sales, make sure you show them every month the money they're leaving on the table. If they would just add 4 people to their team, they would have an additional 10%. And we have year to date. Our tops in personal retail sales year to date. Set your goals. How are you going to end 2017? And what are your personal sales for 2017 for August? You've got to have very clear goals to know where you're going. Let's celebrate our top. This is exciting with over 16,000. Janice Todd, congratulations out there in South Carolina with over almost 26,000. Janet Zanini, and you can see these ladies are consistent. Linda Hartley again with over 48,000. So congratulations to all of you from 10,000 on up for the year-to-date retail sales. Let's celebrate sponsoring from the month of July with peer sponsoring with 2, Mary McTavish, Janice Todd with 2, Linda Hartley with 3. With QNCs, because sometimes they QNC the next month, Janice Todd with 2, Carol Boyer with 3, Gina O'Neill with 3. Congratulations. And we have year to date, Michelle Ainsworth with 14, Jackie Ells with 14, Carol Boyer 15, Linda Hartley 19, and Gina O'Neill in Minnesota 32. So congratulations. You know what? I think Susan Nichols, you're on there with 14, as is Cecilia and Shirley, but for some reason they're clipped off on the bottom. I'm so sorry. I'll update that before the newsletter goes out. So congratulations. We also have tops in sponsoring in July. This is for your branch. So we are excited all the way from 2 in your branch to 3 or more. We've got Carol Boyer with 3, Kathy Marassi with 3, Linda Hartley with 4, Gina O'Neill with 4, and Donna Hayes, all right, from North Carolina with 4. So congratulations to all of you with branch sponsoring. The top active base influencers. This is you're growing your active base of consultants. They're ordering every 4 months or more, and then they're placing orders that month. So these are our top influencers from 50 to 67%. You can see from Darla all the way up to Evelyn with us today, ranging in our 50 to 67%. Look at the triple digit growth. Debbie Saucy out there in Illinois, congratulations, 138%. Penny Duncan, 144%. And look at Christy out in California, 175%. That's awesome. Next, we want to talk about who's growing the number of orders being placed in their branch. Since Jeffrey's giving us goals, we're going to focus on it. So we're celebrating all the way from Inez Cox in Illinois with 50% up to Shafika with us today at 88%. Look at who grew their order sizes triple digit again, from 100% to our top over 200. Jarla Sigafu's out there with 200%. Rochelle Barnes, awesome to see in Texas, 250. Marilyn Lang from Arizona, 300. Bonnie Flim with 600% growth in the number of orders. So this will be a key focus, because the more orders, the more override, right? We also have top in team paid retail sales in the month of July. All of those over 10,000. You can see our tops, our top ambassador, our only one, with over 43,000, Vicky Hacking. Our top district director level 2 is Eileen Ellsworth with almost 17,000. Our top DM3, Diana Neville with over 19,000. Our top DM2, Linda Mitchley with almost 14,000. And our top DM1, Nadine Davis with almost 17,000. Our very top manager, Linda Hartley, with almost 12,000. You can see many great names and peers and friends here, and we'll send that out in the newsletter. We're also growing the number of active consultants. So we grow the base, but how many people are staying active within your base? So one was growing the active base ordering. This is growth in active base. We want to celebrate at the top, Ann Peary with 400%. Congrats. Sylvia Amores Pine, look at that, with 224. She's got some branches to promote there. Carol Mosby with 141%. And right behind her, because they're so close, Shauna Ferrando and Helen Wells with 140%. Many of you are with us today on this screen, so congratulations to all of you. So we will be having many, many shares as we go along in our Team Tuesdays on what we're doing to grow all of our markets in orders, sponsoring, sales, and leaders. I want to just make sure we review what do we have ahead in our final segment today. We've had a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of fun with 61, and a little bit of recognition. Now we want to turn this to your education piece. How do you get ready for action in a new year in a new way? So get your paper and pen, mark your calendars. Be sure you go to JaffraRoyalty.com and look at all the locations. Put every single city in your calendar. Don't just focus on where you live and where you're going. Here's why. Pick a city and try to sponsor people in each of those cities and invite them to the Belong Tour. Jaffra's coming to your town. I want to invite you to have a business, or I'm looking for people. Think global. The U.S. is yours, not your backyard. So yes, you need to fly, drive, be excuse-proof. You need to be at a Belong Tour, leaders. Don't say, I don't have one near me. Well, we're going to grow the market, right? So you get one near you. But most importantly, you've got to go. You can do one day where you do 2 pop-up parties in a business and pay for your ticket. You've got to learn to be excuse-proof, right? I don't want to say that. That sounds terrible. You are absolute success-driven. Go find a way to make everything happen this year. You belong to this company. First, we did believe. My necklace says believe. Now I got to find one that says belong. But I'm so excited to say, how many seats will you fill in every city? This is your tour to build your United States. And then how will you and your team maybe do a couple of pop-up parties together so you can buy tickets, drive in a car, and be there. That journey overnight, staying, driving, flying, will forever lodge them in their belly. That's how people stay. So make sure you look at all of those cities, not just one. Oh, I thought I had another slide. Let me find it. Maybe not. Aw. Don't forget as well, sorry, forgive me, maybe it didn't pop up. You have Paint It Purple coming. Paint It Purple starts in September. You can see it as well in your alerts and in your news. But most importantly, it's going to be, I think it's September 4th or 5th, all the way through the 12th. You can still purchase your Paint It Purple pack with t-shirts, postcards, and so can your consultants. You have a limit of 1 per person. Now that being said, we're going to start painting it purple early. So I will be doing special training segments on how to paint it purple on our Team Tuesdays. I'm going to get all the leaders ready how to do it, and you can streamline that down to your team. I will also coach our future leaders how to paint it purple on our Move It Up Monday night calls. We're going to talk next week about prospecting, the 3 ways to do it. through product, surveys, and conversations. So we will be doing that as well. So think about, map out that whole week, but start painting it purple now so that they're in practice and paint it purple. You could be the top achievers of all of the free product giveaways we're giving. All right, so here we go. Now it's time for action. This is our final segment. I want you to think about you. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can draw a circle on your paper and divide it into a wheel with 6 pies, just like you see here. And you can color in your wheel to how much you focus on these activities. You're going to evaluate where you're starting a new year today, and then where do you want to go. So you can either color it in and see where your tire's lopsided, right? Or your pie needs to be filled up, or just do a rating scale. So we're going to start this way. You're going to evaluate because there's 6 different actions here that build your income. We're designing your income week to week, day to day, month to month in 2617 in our 61st year. So I want you to first think about the first pie. How do you start in this business? You start by prospecting. Prospecting is hot, warm, and cold leads. It's not just when you go knocking on doors, all right? We don't typically do that too often. It's when you're out and about along your day. It's when you maybe intend to go meet with a group or knock on business doors and do some business partnership. Or again, you're calling from your memory jogger. Do you, on a scale of 1 to 10, we'll just go 1 to 5. On a scale of 1 to 5, let's shorten this little wheel. How do you plan to prospect every week? And do you? So if you had to rate yourself as a consultant, on a scale of 1 to 5, do you literally set plans, a goal of the number of people to have conversations with each week, and map out a plan to do it on a scale of 1 to 5? If you do not, then what do you need to do? Write an action step on that line. What do you need to do to start making sure you're meeting enough people? At the end of the day, if you're not sponsoring, booking parties, reaching sales goals, or promoting branches, is because you're not talking to enough people. Every conversation matters. This is Ignite 101. So what do you need to do to become a 5 for prospecting? Even referrals, right? Now, even think about this. You're going to have a party. Are you maximizing attendance? Because if a hostess has 5 people, but you could help her get to 10, and you really focused on 10, you have 1 less party to do. That's 10 instead of 5. It's the number of people you reach. It's no different than when I say never ship an order to someone's door. Ship it to their office, because you reach more people, right? How many people are you reaching? Put free samples in those bags and share them in the office, right? Now, second piece to this, you're a leader. How often do you go prospecting with your team and teach on it? So you want to do, but you got to develop. There's 2 parts to your wheel as a leader: do and develop. What do you have to do on a scale of 1 to 5 to be a 5 as a leader, 5 being best, in doing and then developing? Write your action steps as your own consultant and as a leader that you want to do different in the year 61. These are the weekly actions. All right, number 2 to your wheel, sponsoring. What do you do on a scale of 1 to 5? How are you at achieving sponsoring goals on a weekly or monthly basis? I'm going to tell you what, you want to build a district, you got to sponsor weekly. You want to do it monthly, you'll get there eventually. You might be a DM2 or a DM3. But district director building is sponsoring every week. No ifs, ands, or buts. Sorry, I only lived in your shoes. That's all I can tell you is what's the game changer. You don't quit your week till you sponsor someone, right? So on a scale of 1 to 5, how are you at achieving sponsoring goals yourself? And you can't do less than 2, because I'm going to tell you what, if you do, you're going to lose your branch. At some point in time, you're going to lose income, eventually lose your branch. This is very key to do with your downlines as well. Number 2, as a leader, so you got to do, and what do you got to do different? On a scale of 1 to 5, how do you do it? How are you doing? And what do you got to do different? Now you're going to develop. How are you at showing people how and why to sponsor and making sure they sponsor? Could be at launch parties, could be whatever you want to call it. But how are you at influencing sponsoring in your team? Is it balanced that you do, but they do? On a scale of 1 to 5. If not, what do you got to do different? Okay, actions for doing and actions for developing. All right, number 3, parties. You know what? I've watched for a long time. When you do parties every week, this business is 10%, 110% easier, simpler, and a lot more fun. At a party, you train, you bring your potential clients, potential consultants, do it all in one night. Stop weaving so much into your life, get a life, and make parties the simplest thing. You will have so much fun. And your hostesses love up to $300 free and up to 8 Royal Jelly products at 60% off. It's what's in it for them. If you don't know the hostess program, please have a one-on-one with me. You got to know it and show it. It is the best in the industry. Don't complicate it. It's 1, 2, 3. So I'll help you if you need me. But on a scale of 1 to 5, how are you at holding parties? If you prefer facials, fine. You got to do 3 or 4 facials to match the quality and the quantity of what you get at a party. It's a lot more time. That's your choice. But at least holding 2 to 4 parties a month is leadership. And then driving welcome parties. On a scale of 1 to 5, how are you at personally doing it? And what do you got to do different? You can even host your own or pop-up parties. And then for developing on a scale of 1 to 5, what do you got to do different? All right. Next, go to selling. How are you at selling? When I say selling, I mean it this way. Good customer service. You have a monthly reason to talk to someone. And just say, I'm just doing my monthly service call. Here's our top features from each department of the month. Here's what you can't miss. Here's our top giftables. And then here's the 3 services this month for you or anyone you know. How are you at servicing? Then at selling, are you demonstrating all 4 departments and trying to upsell between the 4 departments and giftables at every demonstration you do and every tabletop? Okay, so how are you personally on a scale of 1 to 5 at selling and servicing and reaching your sales goal each month? And what do you got to do different to be the best Jafra consultant? It's a new year, you're remodeled, okay? Get a fresh start. Like Marie said earlier, I love new, a new month, a new year, a new reason to be better. Brand you. You're the brand, not Jafra, not the brochure, you. Then, on a scale of 1 to 5, how are you at teaching, training, and coaching your team to sell more and achieve their sales goals? Do you use all the tools we have? Like Be Beautiful. You don't have to train more. You just got to plug them in to Move It Up Monday, Be Beautiful, the 90-day guide. You show them how to sponsor through the sponsoring brochure. You just use the tools, but you plug them in and follow up. That's what coaching is today. Okay? So any action steps for selling. Last 2. How are you at focusing, at moving up a level on a scale of 1 to 5 for yourself? Do you set a goal and not quit till you achieve it? Do you know where you're going in the ladder that matters? You promoting up is the best way to change your income. You can't get commas without promoting teams. You can't move from $1,000 to $2,000 commission checks without promoting teams. You can't go to Light the Way without moving teams. I've never seen Vicky Hacking have the easiest trip ever of her lifetime. Literally, she didn't even know she earned it, and she earned the top level a month early. Because when you have teams that work the business, you don't have to work so hard. So how are you at setting goals and promoting up, and what are you going to do different this year to ensure you do it? And then number 2, how do you invite people to do that on a scale of 1 to 5 and support them to do it every 30, 60, or 90 days? How fast do they want to get there? You always want to be working with 3 to 5 a month and having a structure. You've got Move It Up Monday. I'm here to help. but you're the most important piece. And what tools do you use? We'll talk about those in my closing. A scale of 1 to 5, how do you do it for you? Scale of 1 to 5, how are you developing? And then what actions do you got to do different this year? And last, how do you train and coach? And I'm going to toss in recognition here. If you don't have monthly recognition for, let's say, 501 sponsor, achieving our team goals with drawings and celebration, action steps like their sponsoring tracker, getting enough no's, talking to 61 people, anything like that, using your weekly activity sheet. If you're not using tools to coach, like the 90-day guide, and having recognition so they have a strive to goal past Jafra, go back and do it. Recognition and newsletters are the best part of this business. But if you just say whatever happened, you have nothing to strive to. You don't have a reason to call for recognition celebration. Laura, you're almost at the $610 this month. You're already at 500, 110 more, and you're going to get our team prize this month during anniversary season. You're so close. You need any quick tips, call me. Every week you look at reports with a purpose of recognition for them. So on a scale of 1 to 5, are you being coached and trained and recognized? So how do you do that with yourself? Do you train yourself every week? Do you have time for that? Are you in the coaching groups? And do you get support from your upline? Even if you're in all the above, use your upline to help you with the weekly activity report. We all need accountability. And that is a tool that helps you. It takes emotions out and you're now running a business. So how are you doing it for you? And then how do you recognize yourself? Maybe your upline doesn't give it to you, ask her to. And if you don't have one or that doesn't work, that's okay. No blame, no worries. How do you recognize you when you achieve your weekly goals? How do you do this when you achieve your daily activities? And then at the end of the month, how do you celebrate with your family and let them know you're achieving your goals? Then how do you develop others to do the same? Do you have a structure in place to work with the most important 3 teams? New consultants during their first 30 days, critical. There's got to be a structure. Future leaders, you need to be the follow-up to the Move It Up Mondays. And then your future directors, those leaders you've promoted who want to move up the ladder. Those are the 3 teams you really give time to. The rest are just service calls. So be smart about your time. So how you doing for yourself, 1 to 5? How you developing, 1 to 5? And what action steps do you need to take different this year? I know you got a dozen, but circle the top 6. And then it comes back to your 1 why. Where are you going? Why do you want this year different? What do you want to do different in your life that you can't afford to, that Jafra could be the answer? What do you want to be different as a person, in yourself, as a title? Maybe you want to be a district director and you're done talking about it. Good, dang it. Eat it, like feel it, like taste it. It should burn and ooze from you and nothing stops you. And you walk around and you say it and you wear it. You put on that red dress once a week, right? So see yourself achieving it far before you achieve it. You got to believe it deeper than ever. All right. What do you want to have that you don't have? Money is yes the answer. Write down that paycheck you deserve every month. How much do you really want to make? $2,000, $3,000, $5,000? Write it down. Jim Carrey did that, right? He wrote his first $10 million check and he carried it in his wallet. And guess what happened? He got one. How do you keep that in front of you? Don't ever give up. Susan said, never quit. Never quit. But you got to see it every day, feel it every day, visualize it every day, and become it every day with simple action steps, because these are the doing things that get you to developing districts and to ambassador. No longer will we have 1 ambassador in this company, in our market. It is time for more. It's okay if it takes 1-2 years, but that's it. Because once you do your first 5, you just do it again and again. It's rinse and repeat. 2 more times and you're at 15. So what do you want to do? What do you want to be? What do you want to have? What do you want to give? What's the why to you becoming better this year? 6 top action steps and 1 why is the best way to be 61, being fun with clear direction, simple action. Couple more thoughts. Evaluate yourself every day. How much time did you spend in the office? How much time did you do people activities? Income producing activities are really influencing people activities. Analyze yourself each day. 10% is office, 90% is people. Talking, Zoom, parties, webinars, prospecting, everything you see here I don't need to read to you, but this is really key. When this flips, you will flip out on your overrides. This is the magic to people building business. It's exactly what Jan and Frank taught us. So that's where you build your paycheck. Income producing activities add up. When you look at your calendar and look at a month, the number of places you have to be with people tells you your income. For yourself, do, and your team, develop. So you can just plug people in getting together, just like I do on Zoom every Monday, Move It Up Monday, and every Tuesday. Most important 2 days. I start the week with people first, then my follow-up happens. You really want to help people design their income. Help people focus on weekly income options and map it into their calendar. Income producing activities means planning. They set a goal, why do they want it, and then they map out their plan into their calendar. Most people fail. They had a goal, but they didn't plan to work and then work the plan. Teach them hour management. Doing this business only takes a few hours a week when you're doing the right activities. So give them the choices. If you wanted to do parties, the key is you've got about 30 names to work with. Those who show up, about 10, and 20 extra warm leads besides that are friends of your hostess that you can contact. Time is about 2 hours, average income about $250. Show them all the ways that they can do parties today. Pop-up parties, I love that. Shafika, you brought that back to my head. Online, on Zoom, at work, on the go, no show like Andy and Mary, in homes and workplaces. They're 30-minute spa product demonstrations. That's all it is. And again, inviting people to learn from our 4 departments and take a look at the business. Give them the option how they want to do it. Number 2, facials. They can choose to do facials. Do they have little hours plugged in here and there? You might be able to do it in 30 minutes. I'm not sure. The average sale is 100. They make 50. They meet one person. They can ask that person to bring friends along, get a couple potential referrals. What's the best use of their time each week to maximize the income they're looking for? We got to know their why, just like I'm asking you yours, and then they plug in where they can fit things in before they call. And then they can also build orders every week. Again, it might take them 2 to 3 hours, but again, they can reach 2 to 5 orders every week and focus on Stay Royal as well. The average order is $60. So again, if they spent a couple hours a week servicing and following up, they could have up to another $150 income. They might want to build their income all of these ways every week and add up to $500 income a week. That's up to them. The key is we got to show them how to make the money and how much time it takes and how do you do it. These are our models. They're building orders. They can do samples, catalogs, reorders, Facebook, website orders, etc. Remember to teach them 1 in 3 buy when they do reorder calls because they're ready. 1 in 5 will book when they're doing booking calls. And again, 1 in 10 will join when invited. And so again, teach them the skills. And it can be real to yourself. How do you want to make your weekly income? That's the key, is the magic of having a goal, planning your work in your calendar, and then just working the plan. Realistically, remember some of the evaluation on the wheel? These are the numbers you need to do to plan. If you want to sponsor 4 people, you have to have conversations with 40 to 50 people. Now, if I did 1 party, I'm already in front of 10. There's 40 people every week. And I've got another 80 from the hostesses who didn't show up that I can reach out to the morning after. It's just getting in front of enough people with a conversation. Could be at the grocery store, could be at a party, could be a phone call. It's just conversations. It doesn't mean go put out 40 flyers. That will not get you 4 sponsors. Not true. It's a conversation. Doesn't matter what the results are, but you've got to break it down. Because if you talk to 2 people a day, great. You want to know how many you're going to talk to a day, and you want to know how many they're going to talk to each and every day. And stay in touch. Use WhatsApp like we do. Use Zoom like we do. Use Facebook groups like we do. But stay in touch with them. You don't have to talk to them every day, but WhatsApp every day. Who did their 2 today? Great. If they want to sponsor, again, 1 a month, that's 2 people a week or 2 people a day every single week. That will get them 10 to 20 prospects and 1 sponsor. Show them how to get there. Instead of saying, do you want to sponsor 2? Okay, go ahead and go. Plan the work and stay on top of it each day. Show them how to pick their favorite 4 offers for each department each month. Have them get those products, display them, demo them at every party. Even though they're going to just demo 1 spa treatment of the night at their party or facial, they always upsell from all 4 departments. Feature department offer of the month. That's the key. The best part is, did you know in that book, the monthly offer this month, there's 6 scratch and sniff fragrances? We have got to be selling fragrances. At your parties, have them scratch and sniff and see who has their favorite. Sell with the book and demonstrate with hand treatments and a little color on the back of the hand if that's what you want to do. Stay Royal is a natural progression. If they had 20 to 25 Stay Royal clients that ordered every 90 days, which is how our product is made, they could have $10,000 a year income. Could you imagine that we keep building 2 to 3 a month, 2 to 3 a month? Because that's the best way for the client, right? Show your consultants, do it yourself, and develop others to make sure they understand the best ways to get Royal Jelly. We offer 3 services, and we're going to let the client decide. Do they want to shop and save 40% with Stay Royal with 5 products and our monthly offers, auto ship, and auto service from you each month with the brochure and follow-up calls? Do they want to be a hostess and book a party and earn up to 60% off on 8 products instead? Or do they want to join and make 50% on 700 products, open up their own department store with 4 incredible great departments in it, and be able to get now even more, up to 80% on all of our top Royal Jelly products and even more? So show them how to keep it simple to help others decide to shop and save, book and earn, or join and make. Make sure they understand the Hostess program. Make sure they understand all the ways to service people with Client Direct, Stay Royal, websites, and their social site. And again, showing them why right now matters. And I'm not joking. This is the big season, the best season of all. Show them why we want to sponsor as many as we can in August and promote as many as we can in August, because it's what's in it for them. Focus on a consultant's fresh start in their first 90 days. Expect fast start with 500 starting the month they join and achieving it in 90 days. They're going to sell at least 500 a month. They choose how from the IPAs and how much time they have. And then start with their first 4 team members. Expect that in 90 days. I think 6 months is too long. Focus on 90 and watch what happens. But show your consultants that every store they open, they're going to now be franchising. And they have 10% during the fall and holiday season. Peak season is the reason to open as many stores and franchises. A franchise is a team leader, and a store is all the sponsors. That's how we do it. And show them what's in it for those consultants. Don't leave the iPad and the Royal Jelly for a year out there. That's over $1,500 of incredible prizes and business tools. Most important in that evaluation wheel is to get your new consultants off to a strong start with clear expectations, celebration in their first 90 days and getting them off to a $500 first month and their first sponsor, and making sure you follow the 5 steps to building business builders. Did you know if you had 20 business builders and 3 managers who just did minimum, you'd have $1,000 override every month guaranteed. That's how simple income grows, just like Hawaii. The key is you help them with their contact list. You have them commit to the number of conversations they're going to have every day, like we just talked about. You schedule their welcome party, launch party, grand opening, I don't care what you call it. Make sure you do that in the first 7 to 10 days and bring her along to one of your parties. Show her the brochures like we talked about and have her go through her best department offers. And make sure she's attending your Zoom meetings, plug her in to Move It Up Monday, and plug her into any Ignite or other training you're having. Show her the webinars, and most importantly, don't forget all the support tools. Mia talks to her every day. It might be too much, that's okay, she picks and chooses. When you need some basic training, host your own Ignite meeting, ladies. You can. We'll be relaunching Ignite down the road, but it's really key that you set up your own Ignite meetings if you need that, and plug them into everything we have. The key is, do you have your toolkit with you all the time? Make sure you use what Jafra has, because the tools are duplicatable like a franchise. So if you wanted to duplicate how to literally sponsor and develop teams, we use the action brochure, the sponsoring brochure called Words That Make It Happen, that's online. That's how they sponsor, before, during, and after. So use the tool. The first 90 days, right when they join, set their dream date to do the new consultant orientation using the first few pages of the 90-day guide. Then you work with them weekly, again, with the checklist in the back for their first 12 weeks. And you've got the Freedom Brochure. These are how you sponsor and team build. Always have them with you. Then, how do you build sales? The monthly brochure, the full catalog, right? The whole enchilada, reviewing the hostess plan. The 3 guides make simple upselling right there if they don't have the product. And sachets, your order forms so they know how to offer the 3 services we just talked about, and just any tools you have on how to demonstrate Royal Jelly and products. Of course, you know me, I always have the back of the hand Royal Jelly facial with my spritzer, my cotton balls, ready to go. That is your toolkit. Then the tools you use for handouts we'll show you next. Sorry, don't forget, I have graduation at every meeting for those who get through their first 8 modules, and I would have an expectation of 30 days. Use brain time every week, but let Be Beautiful show them how to do the business, and you follow up with the 90-day guide checklist. Then involve them in your meetings to be your speakers. What are they learning on Be Beautiful and applying in action? This is great for new or comeback consultants. The tools you always use at everything you do, we have the memory jogger. This is where they just every day pause and think about, who do I know that? Right? That's where they're thinking all the time. Next, the lead tracker is where they've had a conversation, the name, the person, the response, and the follow-up that they plan to do. The subheading columns just give them brain teasers on thinking again. These were the magic things we used in Aspire Club that really did work. Why don't you recognize your team every time they fill out a sheet? They get a gift for the sponsoring tracker. Now, the last tool, and we do that on Move It Up Monday, by the way, is the weekly tool. To be a coach and to know what training they need is the weekly tracker. Please, as a leader yourself, use all these tools, because when you do, you can duplicate by developing others to do the same thing. Here you have the monthly tools, or the monthly goals. Fill those out. There's a marketing plan, the number of people you have to meet. It's every IPA we talked about, they plan for the month and know what they're going to do with that income. You only need to spend 10 to 15 minutes a week once they've done the monthly. So the first week of the month, set up your monthly goal setting session with your new consultants, future managers, and performing managers. But then each week for 10 minutes, do a quick breakdown. Great. After you do the monthly, you write the goals each week in all categories. But then in red pen, what were the results? And then you just interview what worked, what didn't work, etc. That's a structure that helps you train and develop your consultant. So now it's time for action in our final 5 minutes. This is a challenge for you. I have focused with future managers, the Freedom Makers, on Move It Up Monday to talk about Give Me 5. How do you promote? You give me 5. You have to do at least 500 yourself, and you plus 4 others are going to grow to 2,500. I know it's 24. I'm just keeping it simple. It's you plus 4 other people doing 500 a month. That's how you get to a team and give yourself the high 5. Our focus is 500, so make sure that's in your recognition. 500, you and 5. When they do that, they then add their next 4, right? So we do 5 again and 5 again, and it's not the same 5. You keep adding it each month. I gave them a challenge to make a choice. Do they want to do the 4+4 plan or the 2+2 plan? And I'm going to ask you all to decide yourself. Are you going to commit to 4+4 or 2+2 as a leader? I'm going to ask you to do it so you can develop them to do it alongside you. This is a month to change your game. What does that mean? You host 4 birthday parties. Even bring the cupcakes if you want. 4 birthday parties. Whether you're the hostess or you find one or you do a pop-up party, 4 birthday parties and add 4 new team members to your team this month. That's the best way to kick off 61, and it's the most fun you're going to have. Or do the slower route and do 2+2. 2 parties and 2 team members in August, 2 parties and 2 team members in September. I'm going to ask you all to do this because when you duplicate that, you'll be promoting branches and you will earn those bonuses every month. You got to give them a clear choice. It can't be, okay, good luck, go get your branch. It won't happen. I've watched it. You've had wannabes for a long time. I saw some of them on camera the other night. Make sure they're on camera with me and we focus on just this strategy. If they don't want to do a party, great, go do some facials, but you got to collect orders. It's called Weekly Business Leads to Monthly Success and Daily Action. So we're going to map it out. Here's the goal. Set your goal and help them set theirs. Make your plan, plug it in the calendar, and then plan the work each day. I asked them all to take a picture, a new manager picture, to name their team, and to set up a twig meeting the month we're doing it and let their team know they're doing it. I'm still old-fashioned fun. Before you're a branch, you're a twig. Then have an after branch celebration the following month. It can be quick, it can be on Zoom, but take the challenge yourself and do this with them. Remember the words have to change. You start at your first 4 to become a manager and start earning 10% sponsoring commission for team building, but then we focus on your next 4 and your next 4. And then you do it, and we're going to always be looking on your list of team members to develop others to do the same. That's the key to getting to the top. For all of you here today, pause a minute and observe. Who in your consultant base or leader base has a great attitude, has incredible qualities, has some great actions? She might just always show up at your meetings or send you notes. She has great results when you look at your reports. Invite her, whether she's a client, a consultant, or someone you know, to join you this anniversary season of August and September to be different, to have a business that makes money 2 ways: selling or sharing the product and sharing the opportunity. Let's start with 4 parties this month and 4 team members. You're looking for team builders who want to have a business during the fall and holiday season. Invite them now, plug them in, get your toolkit built, and start to take action to those little squeaky wheels in your own evaluation. And know their why. Know yours and keep that picture in front of you and on your family refrigerator. What's your one why? And then all those action steps that will make it happen. And know theirs and follow up with notes, cut out pictures from magazines or online of the one why that they want in their first 90 days and first year in business. Be disciplined this year. Focus on your 6 key action steps and the one clear why goal. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Set your priorities, help set theirs. Do and develop. Engage those priorities that only generate the greatest return. The number of people you talk to, how you want to spend your income producing hours, and the 6 key evaluations of your business. Evaluate and be better. We're going to go from good to better to the best. English Market, Amber Region. Focus on your fundamentals. Let nothing distract you. Say no many times so you can stay focused on your work hours, because discipline is the difference between good and great. We, Amber Region, General Market, are a part of something big. We're going to be the turnaround. We're not waiting for Jafra to do it. It's up to us. Join me in the momentum changing. I thank you for all you've been, all you've done, but this is about what we're going to do together. I thank you for your leadership and all the new leaders we're going to produce in the next month, the next 4 weeks, and every month following. Go get it all. Cash, totes, wallets, and more. But get your why, because the why matters most. I challenge you all to do one thing. Tell me your one why in a text, a WhatsApp, Facebook, email. I just want to know your why, so all year I can cheer you on to your dream. Thank you, everybody, for a great time today. This was my kickoff. I thank you for networking and sharing in between, but this was about you. Having 61 is fun, and we're going to do it together. Come back next month for lots more networking and sharing, as this is only our kickoff thought process to action planning for a new year and a new you. Happy birthday, Jafra. All right, ladies, we're done recording.